Right then, good evening folks, and welcome back to another Eastbourne fisherman session. Tonight is going to go down in history as the most unorganised fishing trip ever. Bait's still frozen, and it took me about an hour to get all the stuff and gear ready to come down tonight, so it's been a bit of a manic one. But we're here, we're down at the beach, we're going to give it a go, and we're going to try and catch some fish. Manic rush to get out tonight. This is all I've got, so I've literally got rod, reel, tripod, bucket of bait, and a backpack. That is literally it. Rigs tonight are going to be simple running ledger rigs. I'll show you what I'm going to do. We'll cast it out and give it a good go. We're at low tide at the moment, so we're going to fish the tide up, hopefully to the top of the high tide. Right guys, so like I said, this is probably the most unorganised fishing session that we're ever going to make, but sometimes it's just nice to come and fish simply, and this is the simplest form of fishing that I can think of doing, is just coming down light as possible and then just fishing just a running ledger rig. So I'm going to show you how to make a running ledger rig. So first we're going to take our main line, which is here. We're going to thread onto the main line a bead, like so. We're going to take a zip slider, which is one of these weird looking things, and we're going to put these on here. And we're going to add that to the line as well, which is there. And then we're going to take another bead, which is here, adding the bead onto the line, like so. And then I'm going to finish off by tying on a swivel. And that will be the first part of the rig complete. So with the swivel, I'm just going to take the line through the eye of the swivel, I'm going to wrap the line around my finger to create a loop. And then I'm just going to pass the line, the tag end of the line through the loop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull that nice and tight. I'm going to wet the line and just pull that nice and tight onto the swivel, which is there, to form my knot. And then I'm just going to cut the tag end of the braid, and we will leave a slight tag on there and then dispose of the line. Right, so now I've got my swivel there, I'm going to make my hook link. I'll do that by taking about just past the shoulder's length of line, and I'm just going to use a simple blood knot, really simple, so through the eye of the swivel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back through the eye nearest the swivel, pull that nice and tight, and there we go. Make sure you wet the knots before you pull them. I'm going to cut the tag end of that. Get my, so I said, measure out around about 2.5 foot of line. I'm going to cut the line. Alright, so hooks wise tonight, I'm going to use a Sakuma Chino in 2.0 as the top pennel hook. I'm just going to pop that straight onto the line and let that sit there, and then I'm going to use a Coxswain Rule Surf and Uptide 2.0 on as the bottom hook, which is there. Going to attach that to the line with the same blood knot. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pushing up the line back through the bottom eye next to the hook. Wetting the line, and I can use the scissors just to pull that knot nice and tight and trim off the tag end, which is there. So that is my full rig setup. So I've got the bead, zip slider, the bead, the swivel, pair of hooks which is there, which is the Chino, and then the Coxswain Rule hook at the bottom. Right, so for baits wise tonight, I've just really, like I said, really scraping the barrel here. I've got some what are these, squid and sandhill wraps there, squid and black plug wraps there. I've got some frozen rock solid squid there, and a couple of other bits in the bag there. So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with the squid and sandhill wraps. and the squid and black club wraps. Right, so I've got my rock hard frozen solid bait here. I'm just going to take the bottom hook and place it into the squid, which is there. Hopefully it's going to allow me to bait this up, otherwise we're going to be in poo street. That's a really unplanned session tonight, guys, really unplanned. Well, I did kind of plan it, but I was rushing in the morning and I forgot to take the bait out of the freezer, and then I didn't sort any of the stuff out from my last session. So you know how it is, you know how it is. I won't bore you too much. Right. It's in there nice and tight. Wrap that round a couple of times and tie it off. There we go. So nice and tight in there. I'm just going to take my top hook. I'm just going to wrap that into. Take my top hook, which is there. Go round once, round twice, and then I'm going to reverse it and go the opposite way, which is there. And that's my first bait there. Hopefully it's a good one. We'll see how we get on with that. Right now, guys, so there's my rig. The bait is all the way down here, nice and long, which is there. Looks like an absolutely awesome bait. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to get the hook, tuck it up on the leg during the cast, and hopefully we'll be able to get a bit of distance with that and get it up over the breaking waves, as you guys can hear. Right now, guys, we are out. I'd say it's pretty dark in the area that we're fishing. There's not many people about, and it's quite nice just to come out and relax. Actually, to be fair, actually, it's quite nice just to come back out and get out and do a bit of fishing. It's been hard the last couple of months for me to try and find time to get out and do some sessions, so it's really nice to be able to get back out and give it a good go again. Right, so we started to get our first little taps on the rod tip there. I can have a guess of what it is. It's possibly a whiting. The whiting, I believe, have come back. I haven't been out for the last month or so on bait. I've been focusing on LRF and lures and things like that and messing around with them. But the lads that have been fishing bait have told me that the whiting are back, and they're quite in strong numbers. So I'm hoping to bag a couple tonight that I can use for the winter pike season. So that'll be good if we can grab a couple. Not the target fish, but I say it'll be nice just to bag a couple so I can use over the winter for the pike season. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting back out and doing some more pike fishing this year. There we go. Right, I think we'll have a look, see what we got, if anything. And there we have it, guys, our first fish of the night, a nice sized whiting, which will be coming home for some winter pike fishing bait. Right, so one whiting in the bait bag. If it does go absolutely crazy with whiting, then I may have to think about adding a clip to the bottom of my running ledger rig so I can clip on and off different traces, and I'll have to make another trace. Save me baiting up, keep baiting up on the same rig. Like I said, this is a proper simple, nice and easy session tonight, so I'm hoping that we can catch a couple of whiting and then some other fish as well. We will see how the session goes. So getting a couple more strong positive bites on the rod tip. There we go, nice big rattle there. See if it goes again, and then we will see what we got. While I was waiting, I have made up another bait, which is there, and I have put it on a Trident Termalink, which is there, so hopefully I'm going to just be able to clip on and off to the swivel that's already on there, and then we'll just change the other rig that we got on there, cut it off and add another Termalink on. Right guys, like I said, the arch nemesis is back. Nicely lip hooked on the bottom hook there. Not a bad sized whiting to be fair. Let's get him in the bait bucket and we'll do some more fishing. Right guys, so I've had about 5 or 6 whiting so far. Nothing crazy, no menacing rod taps or anything like that. Just little bites here and there. It's nice to catch a couple of fish. Good to get some pike winter bait. We're getting quite a lot of weed come through at the minute. I'll just take you down to the shoreline just to show you the situation weed wise. So yeah, there's some nice big bits of weed being washed up, obviously due to the high winds that we've had previously. Nice big stringy bits all the way down the shoreline. So I'm just going to walk down. Go mixed in with some bits there. Get rid of that. I don't know what the heck that is. Pad of some sort. Spent place. Throw it back in. Big bits of weed there. And the water is dark. I mean, the water is proper dark. Tea stained water. God, I love it. So yeah, we'll keep plugging it out. See if we can edge past the whiting to try and catch something else. And there we are. So we've been playing with the squid and black log wraps. I've now moved over to the squid and sand eel wraps, so we'll give that a go. See if that produces us anything other than a whiting. Had about 5 or 6 whiting so far. Couple of ones I've kept, slightly bigger ones, and we've thrown back a couple. But yeah, let's try the squid and sand eel and see if we can try and get anything other than a whiting. As the tide comes in, the whiting get more prolific, and away we go. Even been recasting the bait, so bringing in the bait, just sorting it out quickly and recasting it back out, and usually getting 2 or 3 fish on the same bait. There we go. Let's have another look, see what we got. I think it'll be another whiting. Right, folks, another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. I don't mind coming out and catching a few whiting here and there. Would like a nice bass. That would be absolutely awesome. So we're going to switch over to the squid and sand eels, and hopefully we'll be able to try and catch one. Right, so I don't have any 2-hook rigs with me, so I've got to be a little bit creative, and I've made a kind of like a wishbone rig that we're going to attach to the running ledger with 2 small size 2 hooks, and we'll see if we can try and catch 2 fish. Well, I'll be darned, I wasn't expecting this on my little wishbone rig. A nice little strap conger reel, not massive, but there we go. Nice and slimy. We'll get him on hook, get him back in, and we'll do a bit more fishing. I think I'm pretty chuffed with that catch. There's my wishbone rig there. Just taken part of the little squid bait we put on. There's the other squid bait there. So yep, just goes to show you, messing around and changing and adapting with using what you got can catch you another species of fish. Awesome. Right, let's get this little fella back in then. Nice and slimy. Away we go. In he goes. Nice and slimy hands. Right, folks, it's gone a bit quiet now. We're approaching the top of the high tide. I'm going to throw one last big bait out in the hope to try and catch a bass, nice and close in, and then we'll see how we get on from there. So I'm going back on the squid and sand eel wraps. I quite enjoyed the session tonight, just really simplifying things, getting back down to, you know, just really simple rigs, and just enjoying the fishing and just adapting the rigs that I've got to try different things. Yeah, so a couple of whiting in the bag, handful of whiting, quite a few small ones tonight, and then I think I've got about 3 or 4 decent sized ones in the bag that I'm looking to keep and take home to use for winter pike bait, and then that little strap conger reel we've had. It's been not too bad a session, a nice quick 3-hour session tonight, 3 or 4 hour session, just to get back into the swing of things. It's nice to be back out on the beach. So I'm just going to throw my last bait out now, and we'll see if that comes up trumps. Right, guys, so we're back in on the little wishboney rig that I made on the running ledger rig. We've got a nice little dogfish there. There we go. So that's 3 species tonight: whiting, small eel, and a dogfish there. So we get this little fella back in. We're going to bang out the last big bait, and I think that'll be it for us for the evening. Nice all round session tonight. It's been good fun. Right, so I'm going to get this little fella back in. And away he goes, swimming out. Right, guys, so that is it from me for tonight. Huge thank you to you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to see on the channel going forward, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Cheers.